Hey, pack leaders here. Our friends are protecting families, protecting pack. I want to do another video to talk about the Greenworks trimmer. It seems like there's this keyword there for they don't have the proper nut. So someone has suggested that, so I figured I'd recreate the video and do it again. But I want to show you actually this one a little different about putting this Wacker blade on this nut. You see how that there isn't really a nut for it, so you have to use the original one. And you can see this probably will explain it already. And you can probably figure out how to do it. So you basically need the a stop plug. You see where this hole is right here? Make sure you align it to find where that hole is right there. Put that little thing, I think they came with it, some kind of a stop, it's called a stop bar, I guess. I'm gonna use a screw for now so you can lock it, and then you can kind of wheel this off. And I think you have to go clockwise or counterclockwise to turn off this whole thing. Once this whole thing comes off, then this blade comes off, then you can put that on there, and then you should be good to go to use this metal part. And it's great for brush cutting. But I actually put both of these on so that you can kind of do both. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and maybe take this off, and I'll kind of show you my whole setup and how I normally would cut. I don't use this thin stuff anymore. This was just an example from another video. I actually use the 0.155. This here, I'm gonna string up a new one. I'm gonna show you how that's done. So first off, I'm gonna go ahead and put the stop bar in. I'm gonna use maybe an Allen wrench, it's a little safer. Find that hole, and then find where it lines up, and we're gonna stick that in there and stop it. Alright, so this is where it stops. So we're gonna go ahead. I think it's, I'm not sure, the clockwise or counterclockwise. Yeah, counterclockwise. You should be able to turn that. And then once the screw comes off, you should be able to get this off, and there should be a little washer there. You might want to keep that. Kind of make sure that as long as it's balanced and centered, we should be good to go. I'm gonna grab all this stuff and pull it out. Okay, and you kind of leave everything as is, because you know, you kind of keep that there and leave that there. It's all fine. Leave it where it is. So let's go ahead and put this back in. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and grab my washer I just dropped. So let me grab that real quick. Pause the video because I can't find it. Oops. Alright, there, we're back. So I found my washer. I'm gonna go ahead and put that washer in. And I don't think you actually need this washer, but I left it in there. So I guess all it does is gives you a little gap. But I don't think it's necessary because it fits pretty nicely in there. I think the washer, I put it there just because it fits inside. So yeah, I guess you do need it just to keep it balanced. Then we're going to go ahead and put this back on, and I'm gonna redo this because I can't do it vertically. The washer popped out, so I'm gonna reposition it a little bit. And then you're gonna have to go, it's counterclockwise to, yeah, I think you have to go opposite, I guess. Counterclockwise to tighten it, and clockwise to untighten it. There you go. Yeah, buddy. Alright, here we go. Hey, you guys be loving to each other. I gotta do some parenting now. Hey, be loving to it. Hey, don't play on that actually. How we answer? I don't hear you. Eli, how we answer? Yes, Dad. Okay, go play on the swing, please. Alright, so there he goes. That's just, no, that's on pretty good. I'm gonna tighten it the best we can, and also make sure both of you guys let go, please. So I'm gonna put that stop bar back in. Make sure it's I'm gonna use any kind of stop bar, I guess. Hey, Evan, you guys, you let go too, okay?
I did.
Okay, go play with something else.
I did it.
Well, don't worry, Eli's. What happens? What do you think is gonna happen to Eli if he doesn't obey?
He'll get bacon.
That's right. So just go do your own thing, okay?
Okay. So
Alright.
he gets the bacon.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and reline the stop bar real quick. I'll pause it. Alright, we're back. So I just got my stop bar in, tighten as much as you can with hand tight. And then once that's good, you pull your stop bar out.
I will come to you.
Okay, well Daddy's busy right now, okay? Okay, now I'm gonna pull my stop. I just have a little piece of nail in there now. You might want to use something a little better than that because it might get stuck.
No. I want you to give bacon. No.
So, pull this out. I'll pause this again. Yeah, use a better stop bar. Don't use a nail. Something that you can actually pull out easily with a bigger handle. Alright, so now I'm hand tightening this. It should be good. Now I can pull this off and it should be good to go. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and put the trimmer line. See how far it will need. Now I'm going to kind of say about a good 1, 2, maybe 2, 3 feet max, and that's all you need. It comes with a cutter, so we go ahead and get the cutter and cut it. You say maybe, I don't know, from the head to my I don't know how to do this. Length of my arm maybe to my other side of my neck, or you know, whatever. You might be different. I'm sure you'll figure out a certain length and you could just cut it if it's too long. Give about 2 inches from the edge. 1, 2, you know, right there. And then where that is, we're gonna cut it in halfway through. And I'll cut it at the angle tip, okay? So I kind of cut it so that where this angle is, there's like a, so the tip of the triangle, I'd say, of this goes down, so I can cut just one edge of that triangle, cut it in half. So then I can then do this to it. Okay. And then the bottom part is flat. You see that part right here? And it's just one edge is cut, and it's cut a little bit more than halfway, but as long as it's attached together, it should be good. Now we're gonna go ahead and string it onto this, and the direction of this, go with the direction of the arrow. We're gonna put it through one of those notches and here. Okay, right there. Push it through, and we're gonna string it around. Because it's so thick that it keeps popping out, right? So you have to keep your finger on there. Alright, so I'm gonna wrap maybe 2-3 times. I might be able to bump this a little bit, but you know, depending. I actually want it a little longer. And to give about maybe a good 1 to 2 feet. Maybe 6 inches to a foot. Maybe. I like it really long, actually. Alright, so that should be pretty good. From here to there, the edge. And then it'll kind of, you know, I'm sure it gets used up and whatever, and you could kind of sort of bump it, but that's about it. So now I'm going to go pre-string everything, and I'm going to pre-wrap one of them so that it kind of evens on both sides. But I can only do one at a time. Oh, I can only do one at a time, so it's a little tricky to get it in. Try it again. Alright, let me just do one at a time so I can get one done. I can move on to the next one. So there I have 2 of these right here. I'm gonna put maybe the long one here, and I'll wrap it one more time around, and then put the other one in. And the reason why you have to put it through first, because it won't fit in that notch because it's too thick. So you have to pre-insert through the bigger one. Okay. And then you have to do the same on the other side by inserting it through the inside here to get it in. So it's there you go. And we'll kind of pull things together. And then we should have a whacker. Now it is uneven, right? So do our best to kind of even it out. And actually, if it does become uneven, you can still use it. It doesn't have to be perfect, because, you know, and I took off the guard so that you can actually use a full foot kind of thing. And yeah, I'll go ahead and try to reorient it. So once it's reoriented, then you just slap it back in, and then you should be good to go. Okay, so make sure it lines up with the notches. And then you have a metal brush cutter for like heavy stuff. and you still get your big old, you know, 1.155 for the tougher grass stuff, which will clear off a lot of good stuff. So hopefully that's helped. I'll reline this later, but hopefully you get the idea on how to put some strong 0.155 line with a brush cutting blade. I started using this instead of the chainsaw disc. The chainsaw disc, the teeth does get dull, it does chip off, and it does break. And I haven't had a problem with this. It's been, if anything, I think it kind of sharpens itself, or it gets a little more rigid or sharper, and it seems to last way longer than the chainsaw. So I didn't want to buy another chainsaw blade, and this one has lasted me for quite a while, and I don't have to replace them unless one of these things chip off and maybe flings off or something, or or bears in someone's leg, who knows what, right? But so far it's been pretty good with this. So I think this is a winning combination. The TriStar with the thick line, you won't have any problems tearing down your brush. Okay, thanks for watching.